welcome back. So I've got a quick little review video for you today, and it's on the Benefit Blush Palette. This is called the Cheeky Sweet Spot Box O Blushes. And in this video, I'll go over all my usual things that I do in my review videos. So pricing, packaging, we'll look at swatches. And then I do own all of these colors in their regular line. So in their regular boxes, I own all of them except for Dandelion. So I'm gonna be showing you some comparison swatches so we can see kind of if they're exactly the same or how they differ. And I do have a blog post on this palette as well. So I'll link that down below if you wanna see like stationery pictures and just kind of, you know, read about this in general rather than a video. You can check out that blog post. So I will link that for you as well. But yeah, let's get into the review. Okay, starting with pricing and packaging. So the price of this palette is $36 and it says it's a $119 value. Let me show you the outside packaging really quick. That's what it looks like there. And there are the blushes that you get, and you do get a bronzer. So just for comparison's sake, you get 5 blushes, or actually Hoola is a bronzer, so you get 5 face products right here that are 0.17 ounces each, and Sugar Bomb is 0.21 ounces each. The size of a regular Benefit box blush is 0.25 ounces. So you're getting pretty darn close to a regular size blush in here, and you're getting 6 of them, which is amazing, and for $36, because one of these I believe is $28 right now. So it's a fantastic value, so great value there. The packaging is absolutely adorable. It looks like a little house or something. And then you open it, and it just is so vintage and adorable. It's a tin container. It's just so cute. I think it looks like a toy from the 1940s. Just so old and vintage and cute looking. I love it. It is a little bit thick, so you know, I bought this for my kit, so it's not quite a great space saver or anything, but it's so darn cute. I don't really mind. So that's what it looks like. You do get a little pamphlet with kind of some ideas inside of it, like about application tips and stuff like that. So this is what it looks like. So cute. It's even got the little printing up there, which I think is a really cute detail. And there are all the products that you receive. You do get a What's Up highlighter in there as well. So I mentioned all these, but you also get that as well. And a really tiny cute brush there. So that's what you get. So let's move on to swatches. Okay, for our pointer today, we're gonna be using a NYX lip liner because that's what I've got close by. So that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, we're gonna start over here. This is the top left side of the palette. This is Dandelion, Bella Bamba, Sugar Bomb. That's Hoola, Coralista, and Rockateur. And right up here is the What's Up highlighter. So you can see they're all really nicely pigmented. You know, Benefit pretty much has mostly very shimmery, glowy blushes, and you definitely see that represented in this palette as well. So yeah, I think that they're all really pretty. Now let's get into some comparisons. Okay, I don't own Dandelion in the regular box blushes, so I won't be able to compare that one for you, but all the rest I do have to be able to show you comparisons. So this one is Bella Bamba. Right here, that is the one from the palette, and this is their permanent color. So you can see the permanent one is just more pink and a little bit more vibrant. But the thing is, the one in the palette is still really beautiful. It's just that the permanent one is a different color. It's a little bit more pink. It just has less peach in it. It's more pink, it's brighter, and just kind of a different shade. Okay, so next is Sugar Bomb. So here's the one from the palette, and there's the permanent one. These are really darn close. If there is a difference, it is so subtle. The one from the palette may have a little bit more pink in it, but I mean, there's hardly any difference at all. They basically look like the same shade, but maybe just a little bit more pinky tones and maybe a little bit more pigmentation in the one from the palette, but again, they are really close. Okay, here's Hoola. So there's the one from the palette, and there's the permanent one right there. I really don't see a difference in these. They look the same to me. Hoola is just a great matte bronzer. It's good for people with lighter skin tones that have a hard time finding a good bronzer, especially for contouring, because it's slightly more cool toned and it's lighter. So it's really just a great bronzer. So I do love that they included it in this palette, and they look the same to me. Here's Coralista. So there's the one from the palette, and there's the permanent one. These definitely have a different tone to them. The permanent one looks more pinky toned. I mean, it's still, they're really darn close, but The permanent one just has more of a pinky cast to it, whereas the palette has more of that light corally shimmer. But they're both very shimmery, very light, very glowy colors, just slightly different in their undertones. One is slightly more pink and one is slightly more coral. Here's Rockateur. So there's the one from the palette. There's the permanent one. They look really darn close too. Not much difference whatsoever. The top one, the permanent one, may be just slightly more red toned, just a little bit more warmth in it, but they are really, really close. I love both of them. I mean, they're just that glowy, beautiful, warm, kind of bronzy, corally cheek. So, so gorgeous. So, I mean, they're really stinking close, maybe just a slight variance. And then as far as the formula and performance on these blushes and just my overall thoughts and opinions, they perform really, really well. They're pigmented, they wear well, they look beautiful on the skin. My overall thoughts and opinions on the palette is that I really, really like it. I'm glad that I got it for my kit. I do wish it was a little bit less bulky. I would change that about it. But just something to note, as you saw in the swatches, these are not the exact same colors that are in the permanent line. So if you're going into this, buying this palette thinking you are going to get the exact same Coralista that's in the regular line or the exact same Bella Bamba, it's not going to be the same. There are slight little tiny variances, but they're not the exact same blush colors on most of them. So if you are going into it thinking you're getting the same colors, you may be disappointed and not like this palette. But for me, I just feel like Benefit blushes are really nice quality. They perform well. I'm getting a lot for my value here. So I'm really excited that I bought it, but just be aware that these blushes included in this palette are different, most of them, than the ones in the regular line. All right guys, so that's my overall thoughts and opinions on the Benefit Cheeky Sweet Spot box of blushes. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and let me know what you think about this palette. How do you feel about it differing from the ones in the regular line? Does that kind of bother you? Are you still loving it? What are your opinions on this palette? Let me know down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm always happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!